You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building, friend to the room.
Superstar Kevin Hart.
Whoa.
Sorry we didn't have a better chair for you,
We
sir.
gave him a small chair this morning.
It's ridiculous.
We don't want you to get too ahead of yourself.
I don't ask for much.
We want to keep you humble, man.
My thing is, if y'all know I'm coming, this is the one thing. It's like, yo, let's make sure we got the big chair here for Kevin. That's the one thing I feel like that easily everybody should agree on. Yeah, get the big chair out the other room, wherever it's at. Y'all give me the that don't even look.
As a short guy, I feel you, because I like to sit in the high chair too, just to be able to get a good gaze of the room.
I'm gonna be completely honest. That was your chair that Charlamagne's sitting in.
It was.
But I sat in it this morning and I said I refuse to sit in this chair. I refuse.
That's a move. He knew I was coming in. You know that's the first thing I went to though. Whenever I come out, I just go to pump up the chairs on the side. Your chair ain't right, yo. I go straight to pumping up the chair, man. Nothing else. How y'all been?
I'm blessed, man. How are you, sir?
Man, I can't
Another
complain.
movie, Sneakers.
Man, hey.
Sneakers, yeah.
Hey,
I love this.
man. You know, everything is what it is over here. Put my glasses on.
With the glasses on now?
Put my glasses
We
back
was just
on.
talking yesterday about how 6 years ago we saw you at Caroline's on Broadway.
Caroline's
January
Comedy Club.
2010.
Shouts out to Caroline.
Now you got your own sneaker, 100 movies later.
Things are good,
6
man.
years. It's only 6 years, Cap.
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
I can't believe that was only 6 years ago. Was it right when we started the Breakfast Club?
No, we hadn't started the Breakfast Club yet.
Before the
I
Breakfast
was,
Club.
I was with
before.
Charlamagne and
I was
Duval.
gonna say,
That's right.
It was before. This was before.
Now, Caroline's only holds, what, 400 people?
Probably like 350.
Yeah.
350.
But you was doing like 2-3 shows a day, though.
I did. At one point in time, we did 10 shows in a weekend
Damn.
at Caroline's.
Wow.
That was where
He was
that's
grinding
where
it
like
out.
the height of the we about to. Things look like they're bubbling. Let's see what we can push. We did 10 shows, but it's New York, man. A lot of love in New York. Right now, things are taking off. I'm still the same guy. Still the same cat.
That's true.
Still wake up every morning brushing my teeth with my right hand.
That's good.
That's good.
When you switch to your left hand is when it
Yeah.
get weird.
That's when you change
start,
a little bit.
Yeah, that's when you change. When you start switching, brushing your teeth with different hands.
Muhammad Ali always said you become what you think. Were you thinking that at that time? When we saw you at Caroline's, were you thinking 6 years from now I'm going to be a A-list Hollywood star?
There is a point that you get to in your career, I think in the beginning stages of your career where a light bulb goes off of where you want to be and where you can see yourself. You know, everybody starts off in the beginning of, yeah, man, I'm about to be the biggest. I'm about to do this. But the reality has to set in of where you realistically can see yourself. What lane can you get in? Where can you go? And around that time when the comedy club started to really pop off is when I said, yo, I can really do this at a high level. I can achieve some real high. If I stay true to my grind and work the way that I'm doing now. So as it started to happen, you know, you check things off your list, but then you put more things on the list. So right now, that's why I still work so hard, man. I got a lot of stuff on this list, man.
You still doing
Check it out.
comedy or you going to stop comedy?
No.
Stand up. You still doing stand up?
Still doing stand up.
The next movie's about to come out, right?
Central
Now?
Intelligence. Central Intelligence. What Now comes out.
And What Now? Yeah, the next stand-up.
What Now? I'm probably gonna drop the trailer for What Now next week because the beauty of What Now is I own it. Funded it myself, shot it. You know, major production. Partnered with Universal, told them to distribute it, and I'm gonna put that out big. I think I'm gonna probably put that out in like 2,700 theaters.
Now, What Now was the one I got kicked out of.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's the one you
That's
were.
the one I got-
is
That's
that-
the one that you got kicked
I can't
out
wait
of
to
for
see-
doing what the sign said.
To see, I
Don't
want to
do.
see how it ends.
Yeah, remember they had these signs up, and there's a big monitor that says, "Don't use your phones." And Envy was using his phone.
That's the problem when you're a celebrity. You know,
Yeah.
you think you can just do whatever and not abide by the laws.
I was like, I know Kevin Hart. I was like,
Kevin Hart
nah.
doesn't even use his phone.
No,
at
the
his
bad
own
the
show.
bad thing about it is I pointed you out. That guy.
The guy with
Right
the
there,
chicken implants.
right there. He's got
Gotta go.
I think it's Envy. Get him out of here.
Now, we saw your petty cancer side come out on social media the other day.
Oh man,
You snapped on a chick for coming at your lady.
it wasn't even a snap. I never
But she
snapped.
didn't come at his lady so
She didn't
much
come
as
at my lady.
She kind of came at him.
Yeah, she came at me. I don't snap. Here's the thing that makes me laugh, okay, with people on social media. You're not gonna get to me. You're not gonna bug me. You're not gonna mess up my day.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna You see what they said? You see these comments? It doesn't matter. But occasionally there's just a couple people that you just have to address. Like people say things, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna take the 20 seconds out of my day just to give you what you want. And her comment was like, if you ain't had this money, you would
only
be with
have it
that.
because of your money.
Yeah,
to
you
not
only
get
got it because of
twisted.
your money. There you go. You only got it because of your money.
I just said so.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. The reality is, all right. If that's your, if that's like, okay.
There's a lot of things that wouldn't happen if we weren't in
Yeah,
certain
I'm like, I
positions.
don't understand.
But Kevin Hart, it's not. Here's the thing that I don't understand. You're not a bad-looking guy.
I don't. It's even,
That's what I'm. But like when people say that, that's usually somebody that looks like atrocious.
Horrible.
That you're like, damn, she's only with you because you're not.
Well,
You're
here's the-
very in shape.
the bad
You
part
know?
about
it's
it.
like, why is it?
He wouldn't be
I
in
don't
shape
even-
without that money, though.
That's true.
Yeah, that money. You take that money away. Yo, but here's the part that really makes me laugh. Like when people, once again, it all goes back to losing sight of reality. Okay, what is reality? Reality is what are women attracted to? At some point in time, a woman will say, you know what? I like that guy. That guy's in a powerful position.
Word.
Not just because he's in a powerful position, but how did the guy get to that position of power? What did he achieve along the way? What's going on in this guy's brain? Hey, he might be interested.
Word.
What makes businessmen businessmen? There's something else going on. So when you say, okay, you got the money, all right, I do. I do got the money. So what now? If I didn't have, this is where the title for the stand-up comes from with the what now. It's like people say things and you give them the answer they want, but then what? It really makes me laugh. I mean, ultimately what people don't realize, Nico, we had 7 years now. I'm getting married. We've been here for 7 years.
6
My
years ago,
career-
it
So
wasn't
you was
as
at
popping.
yeah. It's only been 6
Yeah,
from Caroline.
People don't
Yeah.
understand. Like she was there before it got crazy to where it is now. So I laughed at this woman because like she was like, I looked at her page. She was like 55. Like why you?
She heard you on Steve Harvey's show when you did BLS.
I'm like, why you?
But people also don't realize how long you've been with her because they think about when you got divorced.
Everybody
and they think you
instantly
met her
goes.
after.
Everybody instantly goes. But that's the power once again of social media. Look, at the end of the day, here's the reality behind me and behind my relationship. Yo, I got an attractive woman. I think she's much more attractive because she's a dope person. Yes, she's beautiful. Yes, she's curvy. But as a person, yo, I got a good one. That's why I'm getting married again. For me to go and get married again, something had to add up.
You're not scared at all.
To
This is
do
the
it
second time.
again?
Are you ready? It's in
Oh,
August.
man. Yeah, no, I'm 100% ready.
Right around the
100%
corner,
ready.
Kev.
Right around the corner, dude.
You know,
look,
anything you gotta get out your system or
look, you may listen. Whatever mistakes that were made, I believe that everything was made for a reason. You know, shouts out to my ex-wife Tori. Still friends. We still talk, man. She's a great mother to my kids. I understand where my wrongs were. Has nothing to do with her. I separated myself from that situation. I got better. And then as I got better, I grew with someone else. That's it. That's the reality, man.
I was really trying to figure out what were you not doing that you had time to respond to this lady.
Yo,
What
you know
were,
what? You know,
what were you not
just in a
doing?
bad
honestly,
mood.
you really want to know what I was doing?
Right.
Yeah, 100%. You want to know what I was doing? We just got done running. I'm training for 10Ks now.
Okay.
I was like, yo, I'm gonna stop the 5Ks. I'm going to 10Ks. So we're doing like we did this run. We're in Spain. And we get done, we just sitting on the step. So, you know, you sit on your step,
Yeah,
you're going through the
okay.
phone.
Okay.
So Nico she called me, the time difference is so crazy. She said, hey, man crush. I said, what you talking about? She said, I miss you today. I made you my man crush. What you talking about? She said, go check my page.
It was Monday.
So literally I put it on speakerphone, I check a page, and like, you know, when you see the picture right at the bottom, the comment is
The last
like,
comment.
It's the last comment.
it's the last comment. I'm like,
You
so
feel
I'm like,
all
look,
good.
I'm like, I just got done
My
working
man
out.
crush.
I got my shirt off. I'm fresh off a sweat. I felt good about myself. My confidence is at an all-time high.
yeah.
I heard some Spanish women whistling and waving while I was running. So and a couple pieces I felt that I was in slow motion.
Yeah.
So this is the
Adrenaline's
wrong
going.
time because my confidence was way too high. So I said, you know what? I said, babe, let me call you back. I didn't even tell her. I said, babe, let me call you back. I said, babe, I'm gonna call you right back.
Having business
I
there.
got off the phone and I literally just went to the lady page. Once I get a look at your page, it's a wrap.
It's over.
If I go that hard and I observe it, oh, you're
And you
done.
start going through the old pictures, be like,
I
let
got a
me see
picture.
what they
I
got
saw her
going
hands.
on.
I saw them hands. I said, hands. Mark hands.
Now is that bullying?
No, because I didn't go. Think about it. Look at my whole response. Let me see. You got it there?
Oh, yeah, I have it right here
Let me
for you.
read.
Here you
Let me
go.
read my response. Let me show you how professional. Everything I do goes professional. Okay. I says KK K_K_001. I say you're way too old to be this angry and bitter. Okay. That's not a shot. That's not a
That's right.
bullying move. That's really making you be aware of how old you
That's
are.
factual.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
factual.
yeah.
All right. But you got lucky this time because I saw your comment and I felt like being petty and replying. That's me now addressing to the fact that I'm going to give you what you want.
Yes.
People do
Responsibility
this,
for your
so I'm taking
pettiness.
responsibility for the pettiness of my response.
And embracing your astrological sign because you're a Cancer. We're petty.
This is called Tweet Breakdown. This is what we can call this segment of the show. This is a tweet breakdown. Okay? Now that you have the attention that you oh so desperately need, I suggest you use it wisely. Why do I feel that you need this attention? Because you took time out your day to go to a woman's page that you do not know and you have no knowledge of her or her relationship, and you took time to be angry.
Right.
So you do need the attention that you're about to
Gotcha.
get. Okay? Let's break it down. It's not bullying. Okay? A woman of your age, which I know because I went to the page, I saw a birthday that clearly showed this woman was over 50. You know, I knew that because there was only one balloon. You don't give older people more than one balloon. Okay? Everybody knows that. Scientific fact. Okay? A woman of your age should not be taking the time out of her day to type angry comments. Grow up, old lady. It's not bullying. Okay. That's a fact.
A lot of ageism in that, though.
I'm really making you aware, like, hey, you way too old. Okay? That's what I'm making you old. I said, grow up, old lady. Now, I would say get a man or somebody to love, but judging by your comment, you're an angry, bitter ass. Your angry, bitter ass is lonely. So my suggestion is laughter. I'm now going at the fact that for you to go and knock somebody else who's obviously in love and happy and throw some of that bitter energy their way, it shows that you ain't got nobody.
Right.
Because you had
Issues
somebody.
you have with yourself.
Yeah,
Now you're...
you don't have anybody. Let's forget herself. You don't have anybody. Like there's no mate. There's no partner. Because if you had a partner, then that's something that you would say to your partner.
You love love.
I don't think she loves
Gotcha.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's a comment to you. This is
even a friend.
Yeah, this is bull. Right here. And then your partner go, hey, baby, go ahead and put that down. Give me the remote. Let's watch Netflix or something. But you don't have that. That's why I went to angry typing, okay? Now the factual moment. The next part goes when I say I suggest laughter. So go see my movie on June 7th.
Promotions.
That's a plug, right?
Promotion.
I took time to let her know that things are going on over here. June 17th, Central Intelligence is coming out. Go see my movie, okay? P.S. You have ugly old lady hands.
Yeah, that's bullying.
Now, wait, it's not bullying.
That's not petty.
That's not bullying. This is what I addressed early on. Is petty. I said that I was about to be petty.
Very
I just
true.
warmed you up. But as a comedian, I'm not gonna take a little petty jab. That's just a little. It's a little petty jab, and it's not one to really go. And I didn't attack her physical appearance.
Her hands are her physical appearance.
I said, P.S. You have ugly old lady hands. They look like tree bark. Now here's what that is.
Was that an accurate observation?
It was an accurate observation. I
Okay.
don't know if you ever seen tree bark, but tree bark when it get folded up, it look like that. That's the picture I saw.
Okay.
Her hands was like that, folded to the side. Now, here's the thing, okay? People do things on the internet because they don't expect to get a reaction.
Right.
So if I'm going to give you a reaction,
Give it to 'em.
You're going to get the abundance that comes with it.
Yeah.
I know when I comment, everybody's going to pick it up.
Of course.
All these blog sites is going to go crazy.
Yeah.
Deal with that.
Right.
You go deal with all that negative energy,
Yeah.
and now you figure it out. That's why she had to change her page and do all
Put it
that
on
stuff.
private, probably.
Now, you go do that because you threw energy my way. That's not going to affect my day, but I'm going to show you how to really mess up somebody's day. So now all this stuff that you got younger kids calling you, your nieces and nephews. Gladys. What happened? Gladys, what happened? Why you make Kevin Hart mad? Ain't nobody
What
did
did Anika say?
She didn't say nothing. She laughed.
Oh.
we got a rule. Like I told her the one thing is you have to understand your position. You're in a position to be looked at. Okay? You're in a position to be judged. I said you always have to be smarter in thinking about what the other person could do or what the response or repercussions for your actions are. I said we always should be 2 steps ahead. And I said that's the one thing that I want you to get from me. If you're gonna learn anything and take anything from me, understand that I'm always thinking about what could or what might. So, when people do things and people, say things to her, her first thing is to go and, no, girl, you don't even know.
Right.
It's like, babe, you don't do that.
Just block them.
I said, no, you don't even have to do that. I said,
Ignore it.
it doesn't get the time. I said, you're giving way too much energy. I said, when
But
we
you
step
delete
in,
the comment?
No, for what? That's
I'll
showing
block
too much.
somebody in a
For
heartbeat.
what? Why?
Me too. And so will Envy.
But why?
I don't even mind replying sometimes. I'll call somebody.
Charlamagne definitely
I love
replies
it.
to people.
Kid, like, shut up.
But here's the thing, though.
Go on and on.
Let me ask y'all a question, okay? You have to think about it like this, all right? This is what I mean when I say I'm always 2 steps ahead. What are you doing as an individual to follow somebody? To click the follow button, which means I want to see your life.
Right.
And then be angry about what you see. That means something right on your side. It has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
You chose to look at this. My world. I can put up whatever I want to put up on here. You chose to be a part of this world. So if it upsets you, then the normal people would just unfollow.
Right.
That is true. When I see somebody doing something good, like when I see you with your sneaker, I'm like, damn, Kev got a sneaker. For me, I want to big that up. Let's celebrate that.
Absolutely.
You
You know
go.
what I mean? If I see him be on vacation, celebrate that.
There's different ways,
Right.
man. But you got to look. And I mean, if you really want to be technical, man, I love social media. I embrace it. But if you go look at blogs and you go look at all that stuff, half the comments are always angry.
They are.
Those
A lot more
people-
than half.
Yes, those
More than
people
half.
are people that have nothing else better to do.
Right.
So if you got to take that time out your day to, I hate you. That's you.
If I have a negative thought, I feel bad. First of all, I would never go leave a negative comment anywhere because I just wouldn't put that out there. But you got to check yourself. Like sometimes you see somebody else doing well and you'd be like, I don't like it. You'd be like, hold on, let me check myself.
Hey, it has
Why
nothing
am
to
I-
do with them.
I like the inspiration. I follow Kev for the
Me
inspiration.
too.
Right.
Listen,
Hey, man,
speaking of
very-
social media, who's more popping now? You or Khaled? Khaled on your ass,
Hey,
bro.
man, Khaled
If Khaled
on
do a
Snapchat,
stand up, you might
listen.
have a problem.
Hey, listen, Khaled I saw Khaled take his shirt off on the stage.
I seen that too.
and not have an inkling of no confidence. Like looked at everybody else like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, I said, get it, Khaled. Like,
Khaled got a commercial for almond milk, silk
Listen,
almond milk.
I'll tell
with
you
that stomach.
I'll tell you what Khaled proved, okay? And y'all can go back and look at interviews that I have said here in the past. I have forever embraced social media. I have forever told people social media is so key to branding.
Absolutely.
To taking a opportunity and making the best for yourself. You can recreate and create and recreate again. That is your connection with your fan base. Khaled is a prime example of somebody who has used social media to take his platform to another level. Khaled ain't nothing changed. Khaled just dropped a new song with Drake.
Yep.
Khaled is now about to drop a new album. It's not like Khaled had a bunch of new music that came
Word
out
up.
at the same time. Khaled got on Snapchat and opened up about what he had going on. He let people inside his house.
He got lost on jet skis. In
He
the
let
dark,
people.
in the
I'm
middle
telling
of the
you,
ocean.
it's that curtain.
Yeah.
You're in a day and age where the celebrities of old and the stars of old don't let people see behind that curtain. Today, people want to say, "Hey man, what goes on in your house?"
You gotta be transparent.
It's not that I want to come rob you, man. I just want to see
Right.
how you
interested in
live.
it, yeah.
I support you. Oh, you got dogs? I want to see your dogs. Like that's the power of where we are. So when Khaled walks up his stairs, when he goes out and waters his plants, when he's on his hammock, when he's doing the golf cart talk, I follow Khaled. I follow Khaled, and I'm very entertained by Khaled because he's not the guy that's just screaming on the tracks that we all thought he was. He showed that there's more to him, and that's why all of these brands now are gravitating to Khaled. You got a following because you're interesting. When you become interesting, brands say, you know what, we want you to be a partner because you make sense for our brand. It's not a coincidence. It's real.
Right.
This is where the smart entertainer becomes the smart businessman.
Right.
And that's where you have to separate yourself. So who has the knowledge to separate themselves? Shouts out to DJ Khaled. You get nothing but love and support from me.
I heard
And
he's
I'm
doing a
curious-
stand-up, though.
Hey, I will go see it. I need to get around him. I need to get around him because I want to swipe and see what his Snapchat numbers are. I got to see what that number is over there because it's bugging me that I don't know it.
Now I follow you on Snapchat. I don't like the way the trainer talks to you, man.
The
I don't like the way your
boss,
trainer talks to
hey,
you,
it's
man.
the funniest bit
He
we got
talks too
going.
tough,
Listen,
man.
it is the funniest bit that we have going. Like any rule of comedy always comes in threes. And the whole thing with the trainer is that I really am a kid when I train. Like I go hard, but I have fun.
Right.
I make boss mad, man. Like,
You make him
it's
piss-
early in the
piss
morning.
it
He's
out.
about it. He takes his job serious. You gotta understand. I made boss make a commitment. I said, dude. I said, look. I said, I'm going to give you a contract. That way, so you know I'm serious. This isn't a weekly thing. This isn't a every other week payment. I said, dude, you got a contract. We in here 6 to 7 days a week. The only way that 7th day doesn't happen is if I'm in pain and we need rest on that 7th day. I roll, you roll with me. Family vacation, you get a vacation. I said, this is not a BS moment. This is a lifestyle choice.
I told you you wouldn't be in shape without money.
Hey, look. Hey, this is where it comes in. I said, it's a lifestyle choice. Now, ask me why I decided to do that. Well, I say, if I'm really going to try to adapt to this physical fitness and this healthy lifestyle, I'm going to do it for real. If I'm really going to really, really be about this run life, I want to do it for real. But I want somebody that has the time to get the knowledge. It's not just about the training. He's paid to have knowledge. He's paid to really be able to say, this makes sense for your body, this doesn't. Eating this makes sense, this doesn't.
Right.
Hey, you're not going to gain muscle, Kev, because that's what you said you don't want to do. If you're going to cut up and we're going to stay in shape and we're going to do it the natural, correct way, I read this and I have this. I'm paying you to be educated and informed about the world of fitness and health. So when you get that, when I step in the rooms and now I bring you into these rooms, I'm going to drop some more shit on y'all. Every time I come here, I drop shit on
There
y'all.
you go.
When I come
Kev.
into these rooms, I don't go into rooms without knowledge or without people that have it. I'm educating you because I'm about to change your life. So right now, Boss is in position to go on and take physical fitness and training and make himself a brand. Not just for training, for product, for things that can go and be further, far above and beyond. Why? Because I'm a smart enough guy to put my guy in that place.
Dope.
Because what he does, I'm going to be a part of it, but I want you to win. So now that you've done this and you've committed yourself to me, brother, watch what I do to you. I'm
Dope.
signed by Nike. Boss is coming in. Boss is about to be a trainer for Nike at the athletic events and stuff that we do. Right now with Raleigh Health. Raleigh Health is a partner of mine. Why am I with Raleigh Health? Well, if you're going to live a healthy lifestyle, you're going to be about physical fitness, why don't you get inside some insurance? Why don't you do something that educates people and gives them the knowledge of their body and why insurance is important? Hey, boss, you know what? I want to bring you in here with Raleigh Health. When I do these events, there's nutrition seminars. I want Boss to come in and give nutrition seminars and speak about it. Done. We love it, Kevin. Boss, go. Get that relationship with Raleigh. Everything I do, I connect you.
Dope.
So now you look up.
Right.
You're now becoming the business guy within the world that you never saw being a business. So that's the difference. Nobody knows and realizes I'm signed as an athlete. Nike signed me. Like it's not. I'm not like just walking around when it's for real. I'm really doing the work, and the repercussions of the work and the rewards of it are being shown publicly.
I told somebody the other day I was talking about my man Low Key, and I was saying that your sneaker looked better than Steph Curry's sneaker, and he was like, "Well, I don't think that Steph's going for style." I said, "No, Kev's a performance shoe," and he was like, "Performing what?" I'm like, "It's a performance shoe. It's a performance."
It is a cross trainer, man. We went the whole nine. You know, when I met with Nike, I told him, I said, look, what I feel that I have the opportunity to do is unique. I said, right now, I can reach people, but I'm reaching people in a genuine, authentic way. I said, physical fitness and health and all that stuff is great. I said, but the message can be misconstrued. I said, there's different ways to get a message across. I said, my message is simply to take care of yourself. You got one life, man. I said, people right now are dropping like flies.
Hell yeah.
You look up, man. I mean, rest in peace to Muhammad Ali. Kimbo Slice, we just lost.
42. That's young.
I mean, dude, it's so sad when you look up and you see how quickly it's happened. Here today, going tomorrow. And a big part of it for a lot of these men, especially black men, is health. You got guys dying of heart attacks at the age 46, 44. So you don't realize you out here eating and just walking around every day as if everything's good. It's not. It's going to catch up to you. And I said, if I can go and if I can get people to simply be active, I said, adapt to this run lifestyle. Adapt to committing to an hour a day. I said, that's my impact on the world. I said, I'm already making the world laugh. Hey, I want to branch over here and I want to start doing this now.
Right.
Eventually, after that, I'm going to do something else. I said, but help me do it. Nike said, Kevin, we not only want to help you, we're going to back you. So those runs, we made damn near 40,000 people. I probably got close to 40,000 people to run those Move with Hearts last year globally. Each city, each state, country, we probably had about 3,000 to 5,000 people. Wow. From the tweet, from the, hey, get up, meet me at blah, blah, blah park. We get up, we do the 5Ks. People
You're saving lives, man.
Hey, man, look.
And your whole team has slimmed down and everything.
Wayne
too.
Train.
Yeah.
Wayne Train. Wayne was busting out the bando not too long ago.
You gotta tell him, die to die, man.
Hey,
die to die.
That's a true statement. I look at Charlamagne, every time I see him, I go, hey, man, you look good.
That's it.
You lean out. It's a good feeling to put that work in and people see you and go, hey, you look good, man. I don't understand how you don't want to stay around.
I don't get it either.
You got people that love you. Regardless of what's going on in your life, people love you. People want to be around you. When you go, it affects somebody. I said, I'm not gonna cheat. I'm not gonna cheat death.
Word up.
Help it. Why not take all the advantages away from it?
Are you considering running the marathon?
I am. I'm telling you, I'm when I go, I go.
That's one of my goals too.
There is no halfway
So you
point.
can run it this year.
I'm not this year.
Not
I'm
this year,
not
right.
ready for it
Right,
this year.
right.
That's why I'm going to the 10Ks.
Okay.
I need to really go and really start just adapting to the long distance.
longer run,
like
right.
that 5K, I'll eat that 5K up now. I can probably do a 5K in a low 18 minutes at my best right now, which for a guy that just started doing it, that's pretty amazing. 10Ks, I'm going to do that. And after the 10K, then I'm going to jump up again. But I got a big announcement that I'm going to do.
I saw you tweeted that. I was about to ask you.
I got a real big announcement. I'm probably say it after my sneakers drop on the 11th. I'm going to say what the announcement is, but this will be like my biggest challenge.
This is this weekend, this Saturday, right?
Yeah, this
They can
Saturday.
get it everywhere? Foot Locker, everywhere?
Yeah, but you're going to have to act fast. I'm not going to lie and say people not going to be on them. But we're coming out. We got 3 colorways. The first one is the black, and then we'll be dropping the other 2, I believe, in July. I don't have
Red,
the date.
right?
Red and blue.
Why the black got the motivational quotes, but not the other colorways?
They do.
That's on purpose?
All of them have the motivational
All of them,
quotes.
okay.
So, but they're reflective. So it's only when light hits them, everything pops up all over the sneaker. And the reason for that, simply you look down and it's handwritten by me. These are things that I live by, quotes that I live by, and I believe in authenticity. So any product of mine, I feel should have my personal touch and should really have that appeal, that Kevin appeal, and these sneakers do.
So
I love them, man.
We should give Wayne our address and the sizes.
Yes, you should.
Okay.
Yes, you should. There's too much love that I've gotten here at the Breakfast Club for you guys not to have some hustle hearts.
So does
in
the
your
big
feet.
announcement have to do with fitness or something along those lines, or is it?
Big announcements. One of them is with the physical fitness. A big run that I'm going to do. This big event that I'm announcing, and that's the first one. I'm gonna give the date and stuff for all of that. The other ones, I can talk about the other ones. I've decided to go another step into my whole business branding mogul mindset.
You about to remake Soul Plane? Okay,
Well,
baby.
no, we're not going to do that. But that's but we're just going to put the brakes on that idea. I got a network that I'm launching.
A network?
Yeah, network.
It's like a
man.
Netflix, right?
It will be potentially a competitor after I get off the ground. So basically, what Hove did, man, was so mind blowing to me. Hove is a good friend of mine, a mentor, especially when it comes to this business. I talk to the guy, get information. I looked up and I said, dude, with music, I love what you did. It was he did a subscription based network, just like Spotify was, but his thing was catering to the artist. He was like, I want to make the artists feel like they're getting their value, their worth by coming over the title and owning and getting a percentage, because he felt like other people were taking. So I said, for comedy, there's nothing like that. There's absolutely nothing out there that's comedian friendly.
Right.
Comedians don't understand the importance of ownership and really owning your content. They do specials, they give their specials away. These specials live on. Other people will license them for 10 years. You never see those specials back.
Right.
They're licensed and relicensed. So I said, I'm going to do a subscription-based network for comedy, but where I give comedians ownership of their things, to where I split revenue with them, but allow them to take their stuff and sell everywhere, go other places. So what I'm doing, I'm teaming up with Just for Laughs, and I'm probably going to shoot about 52 to 72 stand-up specials over the course of the end of the summer, from mid-July through the beginning of September.
It's like how you do with Rel.
Like I did with Rel,
Gotcha.
but I'm going after, new comedians, comedians that's been around for a long time, man. I'm big on taking advantage of my platform and giving back. So to my guys that have been out, that's like, yo, man, when do we get that break? When do we get that shot?
Right.
I'm going to match that network money that they were given, and I'm going to give the same money, the same type of pay, but you're going to come to my network, and you're going to have the opportunity to own and take your stuff elsewhere and go and do other things with it,
dope.
And you're gonna film it and everything, and
I'm
produce
doing
it?
everything. It's
Okay.
all coming from me, all out of my pocket.
Now, Kev, you've been dissed by at least 70% of the comedy
Yeah.
community.
A
So
lot.
so are you going to
Everybody,
Are you
yeah,
going to
man.
help any of those
Of
guys?
course, that's the beauty of it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the beauty of it. When you get that, now you got to eat that. You got to eat that humble pie.
Now, TK Kirkland came up here and what comment did he make? He made, I think, the comment he didn't think you were funny.
Yeah, TK said he
And
didn't
he
think
said
I
you
was
know
funny.
it or
Well,
something.
he when he came back, he changed that.
Then he
up.
rebutted it.
Yeah.
Then he took it back.
He said he felt the stand-up wasn't, but he said Kev's a very funny individual, movies, TV, and all that stuff.
But
like
the crazy thing about those comments, I've shaken those guys' hands face to face, and there's nothing but, yo, what you're doing is crazy. The show, I saw this, I saw that. Hey, if you go on the road, man, let me know. I would love to come. And then you pop up and these comments pop up. I'm like, I just saw you, and you just said that you wanted to go on the road when I saw TK in Vegas at a boxing. We was at a fight, and it was nothing but yo, Kev Coach. So then when these comments pop up from him or from Aries Spears, right. And I laugh. You know, when Aries say Kev in the back of the room, you know, we know what you're doing. You've never seen me. When have you seen me at a comedy club? When have you seen? I'm trying to think. Like, I really sat down. I was like, what have you seen? And it comes like this stuff. It's like they just shoot out, and you know why? You know, people are really starving for that attention. People are really starving for any type of eyeballs. You know, and they don't understand that positive eyeball, man. Mike Epps, me and Mike went back and forth so much. Mike got a show coming up.
Uncle Buck
coming up. Willpower Packer, my right-hand man, is producing the show. I am going to blast the show, not just for Will, but for Mike too. You know why? You don't get many shots at the television, man. Right. Hey, if you're going to do it, brother, I support you. I want you to win. I have nothing but this energy.
Right.
So I don't understand where the other stuff comes from. In return, I say, okay, you kill him with more kindness. The network, I will go after TK. TK, you want to do a special? I ain't got no grudge against you, brother. Here's a platform for it. Aries, you want to do a special? Here's a platform, brother. I got no ill will. Go win. I hope everybody get up here.
See, I got to work on that. Because I ain't gonna lie, I can't do it.
But tell me what's the point of the grudge?
You right.
What's the point of the grudge?
You right. But my whole thing, if you hate on me, F you.
But I'm saying, ultimately, what's the win?
You right.
All right, what's the win? You hate on me, man, I'm done with you. All right. What happened?
Yeah.
I'll
be okay
That's
regardless.
a piece of energy. That's a piece of energy that you done spent to be angry.
You right.
That's doing what?
Now, can I ask you something?
That is a different level of petty, though. To sign the person that was hating on you.
Never let him out.
Yeah.
No, because they're allowed to go take
They're allowed to go and do
they
a
can
thing.
take it anywhere
So
they
it's not
want.
like I'm like, yo, come over here to Big Red Records and do X, Y, Z. It's the complete opposite. I'm like at the end of the day,
You
man,
own it.
I'm about this
and you
frat.
can do whatever you want.
I live this frat, man. This comedy frat. I live it. I love it.
And that would make him feel worse. Because it's like, damn, I hated on this man and look what he did for me.
Leslie, I just saw Leslie, Big Les.
From Rap City?
Shout out Leslie from Saturday Night Live. No, Leslie.
Okay, yeah, the one in Ghostbusters.
That was an old person reference.
Well, she got Ghostbusters coming out. I just saw Leslie on the cover of Elle magazine.
I saw that too.
Man, I jumped up. Cause I'm like, yo, I know how hard she been working.
Right.
Les has been doing it for the longest.
Right.
I remember when I was starting. I was on shows with Les coming up. So to see it comes, for me, I thought that was so dope because it shows there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Right. Gotcha.
For everybody, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. As comedians, it's very hard for a lot of us to understand that light is coming. So for me, I'm like, yo, this is a light. I'm acting as a light at the end of that tunnel right now, creating a platform, allowing these guys to come get some love on this platform.
And what's the name of it?
It's Laugh Out Loud Network, but it's not going to be just stand up. I'm going to do mini series. I'm literally going to be a network.
Now,
I'm
Kev got to go. So
All right, one last
tell us about
question.
this movie.
After Central Intelligence,
tell us
I know
about this movie.
you always buy yourself a present after you do a big project.
Yes.
So what did you buy yourself after Central Intelligence?
After Central Intelligence, I'm a watch guy, man. I'm watching. Each watch goes with a movie.
That's a nice watch.
Every single watch goes with a movie. I'm big
Got
on
nice
timepieces.
over there.
Hey, big on timepieces, man. But there's a reason why.
Because they don't depreciate with value.
Well, not just that. I feel like a man's watch is a justification of how important time is to him. If you're a watch guy, it's because something about time. You value time. You value the craftsmanship. With the watch, they're not just expensive just to be expensive. They're expensive because of the time that was put into making that watch. Not the diamonds and all of that stuff. I'm big on craftsmanship. I'm big on the breakdown.
I'm the same way.
I've been to the watch
How
shop.
many
Sound like a
watches?
boss. Spend time on your time.
How many watches are you at?
I gotta
Like
I got some
40?
stuff. Like 35.
35.
35. But each watch goes with a project, and like I said, it's the most important thing that I have right now is my time. So wherever I'm dispersing that time, it's a value.
But that's when you know you've grown up.
Because
you know at first you want to watch with the diamonds on, then you realize they ain't worth ish.
Oh no. Once you go through that phase, I need to you need to get rid of it.
You know what your first watch is you ever bought?
100%.
What is it?
Submariner. Rolex Submariner. 100%.
still
have
wear
it. Yeah. To this day.
You know, that's good. Speaking of time, you ever feel like you're burning yourself out? Like, you ever say to yourself, you know, I'm going to give people a break from Kev for a minute? All right. All right.
Not even a second
face.
thought. With that being said, Central Intelligence comes out
June 17th.
June 17th. Me and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. A good movie. A great role reversal. DJ's the comic relief in the movie.
I heard you say
I'm
that.
actually the straight man in the film. I love people when they say, Kev, man, you need to switch it up. You need to start doing things. People, I keep telling, I don't know why I have to explain this to people, all right? You only are looking at 5 or 6 movies that I've done.
All right, up.
You're looking at Think Like a Man 1, Think Like a Man 2. Had to be the same character because we did 2 of them.
Right.
All right? You're looking at Ride Along 1, Ride Along 2. Had to be the same character in Ride Along
Right.
because we did 2 of them. About Last Night, I'm a completely different person. I'm an abusive, verbally guy who hates relationships and falls in love and has a great story and trajectory throughout. Wedding Ringer, I'm a con man. Somebody completely different. Get Hard, I play a guy that literally is in jeopardy of losing his livelihood. And I get the chance to convince a white guy that he can go to jail and survive. Those are the movies. That's it. It's not like I got 25 movies that I've starred in. This is literally the uprise. This is when you do more so you can go and say, okay, wow, I stood alone.
You keeping a lot of stuff out though. The commercials, the TV shows, the stand-up specials. You out here, bro.
Listen, man,
working.
What now? What now is going to drop? That's my next stand-up special.
I can't wait to see that one.
They only come out
'Cause you missed
every
it.
2.5 years.
Yeah.
Think about it. It's a 2.5 break between all my stand-up specials. Animation, Secret Life of Pets. This is my first animation.
You're a
movie.
little white bunny rabbit?
I'm a little white bunny rabbit. I'm a little white militant bunny rabbit, okay? After Secret Life with Pets, I got another animation that's going to come out, I think, in 2018, Captain Underpants. I got a book now that I wrote, which is simply my life, me opening up about every single thing that I've been through. That'll be out probably late 18. We're going to film Jumanji in September. That's with me, The Rock, and Jack Black.
He's doing Jumanji.
Yeah, I'm doing Jumanji. We're doing a remake. We're doing a remake of it because there's a lot of people in this generation that aren't familiar with what Jumanji was. So we're not trying to make the movie to be better than the one that was made. We're trying to make it to have people in this generation simply be familiar with it.
Right.
Shouts out to Robin Williams. We are going to do nothing but pay homage to you and everything that you've done for that movie. What else? I'm about to do Untouchables, which is a drama. That's with me and Bryan Cranston. Season 5, Real Husbands of Hollywood. That's coming out. We're going to probably do season 6. I directed in season 5, so I'm about to go and move in to that directing realm. Dude, I just keep going. Why?
But he got 20 seconds to send a tweet throughout the day to be petty.
It was a good tweet.
It was a good tweet.
It was a good tweet,
Great
man.
tweet.
Well, we appreciate you for coming
Yeah,
through.
thanks for
We know
stopping
you got to
through.
run. You know, we got a lot of love for you. I let you chew your gum all throughout the whole interview.
What? It wasn't bad though. I wasn't like.
I didn't even notice you had
Yeah,
that.
see, it wasn't bad. It's a professional chew. I put it on.
You know what?
Professional chew, man.
Wayne said you got 5 minutes. Who's more difficult to work with, The Rock or Ice Cube?
Yeah, they're both honestly 2 of the best guys in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Honestly, 2 of the best guys in Hollywood. Cube, pound for pound, man. The stories that Cube gives you are so amazing. The knowledge that's coming, where he's coming from, how he made the transition from music to acting, why he loves to write, where he feels that he's best at. Me and Cube sit on set and we talk all day. Me and The Rock, it's a competitive thing. We're very competitive, but not in a negative way. We're competitive within the support that we give, but yo, all right, I'm gonna go and figure out my stuff now. Kev, you doing another season? That's dope, man. They just picked me up for another season on the show. Kev, what are you doing with your producing side? Hey man, I'm over here. I got XYZ coming out. That's great, Kev. You know, I just did X. We don't stop. It's a guy. He's not content.
Oh, so that's real then? Because I see it on social media.
No, it's 100% real, man. Like we're really good friends.
He's like, my fans will you up.
Yeah, no,
your fans up.
we're really good friends, man. But in the movie, people gonna go and they're gonna walk out of it like The Rock is funny, man. He's really funny, and it's a good movie. They keep getting better, and that's what I'm happy about. When my movies or my movie choices start to decline, is then when I'll start to reevaluate. Okay, hey, let me look. But they're getting better. I'm associating myself with people that really understand the business and understand, what goes into making a movie. And these actors that I've been working with aren't actors that just go get the checks. The Rock don't just go get the money. He's in there. Like, we're both in there with the script. Well, this doesn't work. Our characters need to go from here to here. We're sitting with the director a month before, and we're talking about the scenes, the setups. Hey, well, here's what I don't like. Well, his trajectory should get here. Well, who are we casting for here? Everything is a thought. People don't understand the process that's going into this. So when you got a guy that puts that much time and effort into his craft, the same way that I do, I want to be around you all the time. Oh, they want us to do Jumanji? Dude, let's do it. Let's get into it with the director now. We're already having meetings about the script. We're already talking about what's going to happen in September. We're going to film that movie for about 3.5 months. But right now, on press tours, we're taking time to sit and talk about what's next. So it's not like we're out here living a life and nothing goes into it. Yeah, we put 110 into this craft, man. So as these numbers and these quotes go up, understand the grind and the hustle that's on my back with everything. I wear every single title, but I am a guy who is in control of his business. There's not a guy that works for me that can tell you, oh, Kevin Hart doesn't know what's going on. I got 5 companies. I am the CEO of 5 different companies. There's not a paper that gets pushed that I don't know about, that I don't sign. You got New Generation Promotion. You got Heartbeat Digital, Heartbeat Productions. Now you got the Laugh Out Loud Network. And amidst all of that, after this book that I have coming out, I'm going to try to start if I can, I don't know, this one may be tough, but I want to do like a book development company to where I can start to bring in people with ideas to write. I love to write. So I can oversee projects and oversee people's ideas. That's where I'm at with it, man.
Well, the sneaker comes out
CEO
this
Hart.
weekend.
Oh, yeah, and I'm
the
an
movie
athlete.
comes out Central
And I'm an
Texas on the
athlete.
17th.
I'm an athlete.
An athlete.
And I'm an athlete.
He's an athlete.
I forgot.
He has an
I'm-
athletic sneaker.
I'm signed by Nike.
And he's an athlete.
I'm signed by Nike, and I just want to tell everybody out there that you can do it. Motivate yourself to be the best version of yourself. These are athletic quotes that I've been working on. You're in competition with you.
Right.
That's the one I like the most. That's the one I. That's
curse
I'm in
my
love
ass.
with.
Just do it.
Kevin Hart,
Just
baby.
do it next. There you have it. It's Kevin Hart. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in.